little bit of an extra video today, guys. This is the number 3 kit. These are the last squeakers you saw go into the other kit box. It's a mixed kit. There's a couple different families in here. There's a few Rakovniks in here. So we are tunnel training them today. You've already seen the tunnel. If you go back in back videos or go over to Little Loft on the Hill, you'll see some explanations of the tunnel training process. Pretty straightforward. Kit birds are in the kit box, obviously. Adjusting. Basket them up. We're on the tunnel. We got a platform back here that the tunnel stands on. Tunnel's 18 inches wide, 8 feet long. Goes to the kit loft, and the idea here is we want to protect the squeakers while we're settling them and getting them in the process of going into the kit box, back and forth through the kit box without being vulnerable to birds of prey coming in and knocking them off the roof or scattering them or killing them on the ground or things of that nature, or doing other things like pulling their flights or soaping their wings up or anything like that. It's a very, very straightforward process. So here we go. Let's let these little guys out. Let them get in the kit box. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. A couple stragglers in here that were just added. Come on, guys. Let's get out. Come on. This yellow has just been added to this kit. So from here, we've always got the straggler. Block the box off. And we're just going to guide them down here. Come on. Come on, little guy. Get in there. Good boy. Good job. Knock the training box off, but that's all right. So that's it. Everybody's in the box. They got the feed. Obviously, you can see the wings are up. Got good control. This little guy in the back here, he was the one who was not wanting to go through the box. He was just added to this kit yesterday, so it's his first time. Same with his blue check white wing. So they are on straight wheat right now, and they kept very hungry. As you can see, the wings are up on them. And if the wings aren't up on your kit birds, they're not hungry enough, and you're not going to have control over them. This time of year with the heat, I do give them water all the time. Ordinarily, during the rest of the year when I'm flying, they're not going to have access to water 24 hours a day. They get one drink. After they come down, they get the water for maybe an hour, then I take it away. And there's a lot of reasons I do that. It not only inspires flight, it does induce the performance in the birds. There is something about the tumbling mechanism or the rolling mechanism, whatever you want to call it, that water does have an influence on it as far as their water intake. That just like the feed. So excess moisture in the pigeon's body does tend to inhibit the roll just a little bit. So as time goes on, when they're in the fall and the early spring, when it's just not 90 plus degrees out, they're not going to get 24-hour water when they're in the kit box. Obviously, if you go in the breeding loft, you're going to be spoiled. You have everything you ever want. But you can see with the wings up, they're still super hungry. And they got good, healthy appetites. They're going to be flying maybe in the next week. Once they learn the tunnel process a little more. This kit box is now full. It's actually a little over full. There's a couple birds not sitting on perches. They're resting down here on the feed pan just because there's too many. But we're always going to lose some, so it's going to compensate for itself. Ordinarily, when we're done, we're going to have a full kit. Might lose 1 or 2, maybe 3. Just some of them, you fly them, they don't come back, you never see them again. It's just kind of the way it goes. It's part of the game. So that is it, guys. I'm going to continue with my chores, but this was one of my management chores for the day, was tunnel training them today. I've still got to do the racing homers. And I've got the number 2 kit out there still right now. They're kind of piddling around as they want because they're young, and I want them to be able to kind of fly as they want to. And I've got some other projects I got to get done. I got to get another kit box done. It's about halfway done, and I got more squeakers coming up. And these Rakovniks, I will move them out of here later on. Some little birds you didn't see last time when I showed the kit. This is a penciled. Comes down out of a birds from Ralph Crespo at RC Loft and Mike Frederick out in Hoyt, Kansas. They're originally Turner bred birds. I don't know where he got the gene from, but he transferred it in from somewhere else. And this is my first year flying some of them. I've had a couple for about a year, and I've multiplied a few up to start having enough to start flying. And they're supposed to be, according to Mike, they are supposed to be super hot. So expecting a lot of roll and probably some instability and some roll downs out of them. Definitely a cover in the making. You really don't see these pencils around. There's very few people who have them. Anyway, that is it, guys. Keep them flying out there.